We're in the podcast.
Okay, well...
I don't know how to do the titles properly, so if you're watching the video, unlucky. I don't know why I'm having such difficulty with this today.
If you were with us before the show, I'm going to give you the answer. It was 29.
What was she talking about? If you're listening to the free podcast, you don't know. Hello, I'm Iain Lee. Hello, let me do it again.
Hello, Lee.
I tell you what, the thing, because this is like episode 6 now, and I don't listen back because I hate myself.
Oh.
But the thing I've noticed, hey Google, set an alarm for 29 minutes, please. Because that's all you're getting in the free podcast. The thing I've noticed about the free podcast is, before it's like fun, relax and fun. 30 minutes of, hello, my name is this, how are you doing? Then after that, it's like fun, relax and fun. So we need to find a way.
Of doing fun, relaxing fun from the start?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to play?
Well, I want to set up the show, and I struggle to do that in a fun, relaxing way.
Okay.
So you do it. Tell them what we are. Well, I'm telling you what to... I'm nervous. I get nervous.
So glad you're telling me what to say.
Well, that's it. I'm nervous about this bit.
May I proceed?
Wait till I tell you about what happened at the opticians today.
Coming up, what happened at the opticians today?
Yeah.
What it's been like working in a media school when there's no internet.
But now, well,
for a week.
There wasn't the internet in Deep Throat's time.
We're not typing.
It was just phone calls.
We're not typewritering.
And meeting. It was phone calls and cigarettes, which is an Oasis song, I think.
We're trying not to make them have cigarettes, but I'll let me just write that down.
Welcome to the podcast. Here every week. This is a free 30-minute podcast that's brought to you by our Patreons. Yeah. We got a load of new Patrons.
Tell me who they are.
Well, first of all, we had someone last week called Sodiathen. They got in touch.
Sodiathen.
Exactly. They got in touch. Who else we got? Sophie Cook, Laura, Peter Moore, and Simon Backhouse have all signed up, right? Oh, so I know that. Here's the thing. We've had more patrons sign up in the last 2 weeks than we've had in the last 6 months, and yet we're still earning less money.
Why? How?
I tell you how. Two-tier Keir Starmer. Two-tier Starmer. That's how it is, and his socialist government. Please don't... The thing is, if they get rid of the single person's council tax allowance, right, I have to go, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because otherwise, if you don't say you're right. So of course I voted Labour. I voted Lib Dem because it was competition time. But I wanted the Tories out and I wanted Labour to get in. And it's too early for me to start complaining. So if they get rid of the single person's council tax allowance, which I don't think they'll do actually. I think what they're doing
that council tax thing.
What's that? Potholes. The potholes of your mind.
Round like a circle in a spiral. What used to happen every...
It's a song about bumholes.
The windmills of your mind. Oh, windmills.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's just opened my eyes.
This is a family... This is a family-friendly show.
Yes. Depending on the family. The Osborns.
Kids.
The Adams.
Yeah. Manson. What other horrible...
Oh, don't. Because they're going to go real life and we don't want to go there.
No, we don't want to go there. Some families are so naughty, aren't they? They're so naughty. We all know which one we're thinking of, right? We all know which one we're thinking of.
Please don't say that.
Please don't say that.
But hang on, let's just think of it. Oh.
I mean, it's
too soon.
There's so many jokes I want to make, and I won't.
No.
I won't.
No, because it's not funny.
It does remind me, though.
No. So, where were we? No, don't.
I'm thinking about...
No.
Where were we, Kathy B? I used to love listening to you on the radio. I was a big fan of your show.
I was really good when I didn't get interrupted.
Talk to me about that.
about being on the
Was
radio.
it good? Not being interrupted.
It was all right.
Okay, now, so here's the thing, right?
It was rare.
This show is brought to you by our patrons. We've just read out some new ones. If you want to sign up to Patreon, patreon.com/Iain and Katherine, IAIN, and Katherine with a K. We do a 3-hour show every week. We're going to finish in about 20 odd minutes here, and then we're going to carry on for another 2.5 hours. You get to watch that show every week. You get about 1,500 hours worth of podcasts and shows.
Raymond and Paris's guest, we were referring to the Nolans. Well done.
Okay. And there are different tiers. You get the full shows for $3.99 a month. Why don't you try going up for 1 month? £13 for 1 month, right?
But why would they do that?
Because you get invited to a private Zoom meeting and there's about 15, 20 of us and it's not a show and we just chat. So do that. Or there'll be trouble.
Well,
I swear to God, I'll come and do some DIY around your house.
I'd like some DIY around my house.
Well,
I really would.
You know,
it's a shambles.
well, again, what are we talking about?
My decor.
Your decor what?
No. I'm still in that stage of decor where we had it nice when we just had the kids and then realised it was a massive mistake. So we've still got remnants of toddlerhood, even though my kids are now 16 and 12.
What is decollage?
Decollage is... it's when you cut and stick. Are you thinking decolletage?
So if they
That's
get
boobs.
What I think they're doing is
Who?
they're like
council tax.
2-tick here.
So when we worked at BBC Three Counties Radio a very long time ago.
You're doing a me and going off on one.
I know. No, that's
I'm the one trying to stay on the straight and narrow.
This is where I was going earlier on before I got rudely interrupted the 77th time. So when we're working at BBC Three Counties Radio, every single year it would be, council tax time, or it's going to be terrible. It's going to be up by 50%. And they would do that just so that when they put it up by 14%, we would be grateful.
Dave Harlow is in the chat. There's chat happening. We don't refer to it too much. He says, I know this is a kind of boring message. I signed up a few months ago to Patreon, but couldn't figure out how to consume the podcast stuff. Come back to us. Stick with us. And after this show, we'll tell you how you do it. We'll tell you how you do it because there's a knack to it. But it's all there, I promise you. But we'll do it after the podcast. Well, yeah, what they're doing is because they're not ruling out this, they're not ruling out that, they're not, and then when it gets to the thing, it won't be as bad as we're all expecting.
It will be bad, but we'll be relieved it's not as bad.
But if they do get rid of the single person's council tax allowance, because all of the racists and the Tories listen to the word "and," right? Because you're saying Tories are racist. No, I'm not saying all Tories are racist. I'm saying about 85% of them are. All right? Got a little bit of wiggle room. And if you're a Tory and you're not a racist, well done. Well done. Get a sticker. Says send them back.
You resisted the urging.
Because all those people will go, see, you see what you voted it in. So I have to go, yes, and I'm cool with getting rid of the single person's council tax allowance.
It's a responsible thing to do.
Because I'm happy to pay more tax.
Tourists are racist. That's harsh. You heard it here first.
You heard it. Oh, I had a Zoom meeting with my kids' very posh school, and I was nervous, and I wanted to say we're looking for, and instead I said we're fucking law. I said it, and
you've been hanging out with me too long. That's how I say it.
And I stopped for just a second, right? And I wanted to say,
oops.
Oh, I just said. But it would not have gone, because I did try a joke. It didn't go down well. We're talking about one of my kids and neurodiversity and all those kind of things. And there was a comment about behaviour that was, and I said, if it was about, like, you get demerits and things, and they said, well, he's got this many, but there are others with more. I said, he's got to try harder then.
Yowza.
So
tough crowd. You should have said that.
I should have gone, okay, so what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a teacher. Oh. No. Anyway, we did ask a question last week, but it was a bit crap. We asked 3 questions. Do you remember what they were? No, because they were crap questions. Wait till you hear about what happened to me at the opticians.
Oh, gosh. Honestly, it's a ripper.
Right, can we kick Stephen out? Mods, get rid of Stephen. Right.
Stephen.
It's not. I keep referring to the chat, and the chat is not there. Mods, get rid of that person. So, Catherine, what were the 3 questions that we asked last week? And we've got some answer phone messages.
It was, what is your name? What is your favourite colour? What is the number I'm thinking of? That would actually have been quite good.
Well, they were your dev stories, films that you went to, you used to love, and then you went back and went, what was that? And perfect films. Now, we've got 3 messages, and I haven't listened to them. So, hopefully it's one of each. Let's go. Here's number 1. Yes.
Hello, it's Barry from Watford. I'm a titty man. You're the titty lady. I'm John Noakes, and I'm the titty man.
Okay, so it's a very poor. They used to be. It's a boring story. Right, let's try this one. Let's see what.
Hello,
answer.
Iain and Katherine. Johnny Croissant again.
Oh,
A perfect film for me is Home Alone. Right.
okay. I would go.
Is that the end of the story?
Do you know what? I was prepared to shout these answers down. You could say the scene in the church is a little bit too long. Sorry? Hamburg. But actually, I'll go Home Alone is perfect. The Wet Bandits. Yeah, you know what Hollywood's going to do next, right? They're going to do the origin story of the Wet Bandits. They should do that. Because they do. Well, they shouldn't, because I don't like prequels. Start with the story. The story. Where should I start? At the beginning? Can I start a little bit before the beginning? No, not in the 2nd or 3rd movie.
Here's what's happened there. 2 really well-crafted characters, or 3 or 4, right? A really well-crafted characters, an excellent start to a story, a beginning, middle, and end, right? They stretch it with the sequels. Home Alone had a number of them.
Oh, they made
Some
one
of which
recently.
did
It was
not even
directed
feature.
by Dan Mazer, who was, some would say, the person behind Ali G. Everyone would say was the person behind the music quiz show Mental.
Wow, okay. But what they do is they stretch it that way, and then they go, oh, hang on a minute, there's nowhere else to go. But those characters were so charming and so beloved, we'll definitely sell tickets if we tell the story of them.
So they're making a film called The Damp Bandits. But then they'll go, that was so good, we'll go back when they're babies, when they're the dry bandits. Sticky Bandits. Okay, so that, Home Alone is a perfect movie.
Okay.
Well, pick out the bit that's imperfect.
Because if they weren't posh, it would be a terrible movie about deprivation and the neglect of a child, and it would have ended so terribly badly. But they wouldn't have burgled him, would they?
If they weren't posh.
If they weren't posh.
Yeah, but okay. In the film, are they posh or no?
Yeah.
So
They got a big house.
right, so it's perfect. If they weren't posh, it would be imperfect. You're talking about a film that doesn't exist, which is, and I will agree with you. That film is
That's
not
just
perfect.
Home Alone again, as usual.
There has to be. I forget we're trying to make this family friendly, but there has to be a. Bearing in mind who just made that call, an adult movie called Homo Alone, doesn't there?
That's definitely
There
that.
has to be.
There's definitely that.
We got one more message. Oh, we got a phone call. Hello, caller.
Yeah, I thought I'd ring in and tell you what the perfect film is.
Yes.
It's 7, with the number 7 in the middle instead of the V.
So it's Seven
Just
Evan.
for clarity.
You're calling it Seven Evan.
No.
There's a great
No.
the computer game show podcast that I love so much, and I think I'm going to say it. I've got a crush on Matt, and someone emailed in about there's a game called Driver, but the 3rd one of the series has got a 3 instead of an E, and
He's
they
right.
were reading it out about Drive 3. Anyway, and it was that. So you're saying Seven Evan?
Yeah, 7 is a perfect film.
No, it's not.
Beginning, middle, end,
Do you
twist.
like people getting murdered? Do you get a federal for that?
Sick. You're sick, mate. People like you make me afraid to be English.
Disgusting.
Let's see this message and then listen to it.
This is Dredge here.
Oh.
Why? Anyway,
Right, now hang on. That guy's
Didn't we talk about why, though, as a question?
Oh.
Why?
Do you know what I've decided to stop doing? And I noticed I was doing it in counselling. I'm a counsellor, guys. Yeah, no, right. And I'm making a conscious effort to change my... As Fritz Perls said, we write our own script. Fritz Perls wrote a great book called Man's Search for Meaning.
He literally wrote his own script there.
Yeah, we write our own script, right? And what I'm going to stop doing is doing Ringo Starr's American Ian while I'm counselling. I'm joking.
You don't.
No. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop starting my sentences with which word? No swears.
So?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What is wrong with you tonight? There's a very strange vibe combined with an awful smell coming from
That's
you.
an outrage. I
Emanating.
smell bloody gorgeous.
You're emanating tonight.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? It's
Yeah.
my natural...
Musk. And what we're going to do is we're going to scrape it off her and bottle it up.
It's called charisma, mate. You wouldn't know anything about it.
What is my charisma? Do you know that song? It's by Kiss.
Yes.
What is my charisma? It's not a question. Right, anyway, back to Dredge.
What is my charisma?
I loved the original 1981 Spider-Man film when
Yeah.
Spider-Man was played by a bloke called Nicholas Hammond, who later went on to do nothing.
Oh.
As a kid, I thought it was really exciting. Now I realise it wasn't.
What?
Okay, well, that's a story. That's a story, and you have to go with that.
We have got matching bands, and I can explain mine. Can you explain yours?
I found it upstairs.
Okay.
And put it on.
I was up at 5 a.m. and could not be bothered to wash my hair, and so this happened.
I don't know if you've mentioned the glasses saga.
You gave them a tease, and they've all been on tenterhooks.
Okay, well, I've got my eyes tested. I got 2 new pairs of glasses, readers and computers. The computer ones didn't work because they'd set it for a laptop, and I had said I have my computer. It's about arm's length plus 6 inches, and I told them, and they'd done me for laptops. So I went in and I said, these don't work, as my phrase. These glasses don't work, and they said, okay, well, no, if you sit there. I said, yeah, that's not what, and it was the same lady today, the manager. And I said, right, I don't sit that close to the computer. Where do you sit? So I said, it's my arm's length and 6 inches. She went, oh, that's, and she measured it. She went, that's 41 inches. That's very far. You should sit closer to the computer.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm doing on the computer, and then you can give me lectures on how I should be positioning myself.
I didn't tell her what I was doing on the computer. That's why I need glasses. And I said, well...
You don't do it on the computer, though, do you? Because sometimes I press enter.
So...
Dust, is it?
Great. I don't want to refer to the chat too much, but if anyone's being sexual or sexist or anything like that, get rid of them. So we took those in, and she said, well, you should sit closer. I said, no, I don't. This is... Oh, hang on a minute, I've got calls. People stop calling. Hello?
Sit closer to the computer.
Yeah, well...
You're listening through the wrong... They're going
to talk to the stream.
This is like the radio show. Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Perfect movie?
Yeah,
Is it Ghostbusters 2?
actually.
It's not bad. Yeah, go on, you'll have that. I don't think I've ever seen Ghostbusters 2.
I have. It's the one that's got...
Oh, the Captain Marshmallow Man. I don't like...
Statue of Liberty.
Here's the thing. I don't like Ghostbusters movies.
When you watch them now, that first one is
It's not
definitely
good.
wrong.
It's not good. So she said, well, you should sit closer. I said, I don't. She says, okay, well, and I said, my current reading glasses, current computer glasses work. She went, okay, well, the prescription's right. I said, yeah, and they went in and they said, okay, we can change we'll get them redone. And I went and saw the optician and she tried, and we go, la, 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 la. And this was just over a week ago. It was 6 days ago. And then I've got readers, right? But one lens is significantly thicker than the other, and they're thin readers. And the glass bulges out at the top. And also, it's not affixed. You can push it. And I thought...
That's not right.
You know when there's something you think, I think I can live with it. I can't live with it.
Start talking yourself out of actually having the conversation and then go, hang on, I've paid them for a particular thing and they had not delivered.
So I looked up his boots, the return policy. You've got 30 days.
Yeah.
Right, and this is like 2 weeks.
So boots are big. They're not going to be upset by it.
Well, aren't they?
You see?
So I went in today and I said, I'm really unhappy with these glasses, the way they're built. And the guy said, oh, okay, let's have a little look at it. He said, yeah. And he said, the guy was really nice. I said, the prescription's right. I said, yeah, I know it is, but look, it sticks out of the top. And he goes, okay, I'll get the manager. The manager was the lady that said I should sit closer to the computer. And I said, I don't. She goes, yeah, well, it's because one eye is a lot weaker than the other. So it's a thicker lens. And that would have been explained to you, and you would have been offered a thinner lens. Would have cost you more, but you would have been offered a thinner lens. I said, well, I wasn't. She said, no, you would have been offered a thinner lens. I said, I wasn't offered a thinner lens.
Can we just... So she thinks that you would have come in complaining had you been aware that it was going to stick out like
well,
that.
I get it. I get it. People, boss sticking up for their stuff. But the person who had given... And we're getting a bit boring. We'll speed it up a bit. The person that had done the glasses, for the whole conversation, kept getting the glasses mixed up to the point where she goes, right, so we're going to put... These are the readers in there. We're going to put these... I said, no. Like the third time, you've got it wrong. Okay, so I was never... There's a chance I may have misremembered it or not heard it, okay? There is a chance. As far as I'm aware, it was never mentioned that one lens would be thicker or that the frames might be too thin or any of that. And I said, what? She said, okay, we can fix it. I said, no, what I'd like a refund on both pairs of glasses. Okay, well, we can do a thinner lens, which will cost you more. And I said, no. What I'd like is, okay, I will put through a refund for these glasses. I said, okay. And the other pair? She said, is that the pair that you brought in so that we could send them off and get them redone? And I went, yeah. And she went, you could have said something then. And I said...
David Turners, you're right. What I don't get is that you're completely in the right to return them. Yeah, exactly. We don't need the grousing. Just do what you're supposed to do.
What I said to that was, well, yeah, and your member of your team could have told me that they would be different thickness.
You said it.
Yeah, I said it. I said, she didn't. I didn't say that then. So then I went, so there's probably a bit on both sides. Can I get a refund for both pairs of glasses? So I spent £65 on an eye test, but I've made £140 by returning the glasses. I'm in profit.
Let me just check my records. Yeah, looks like you're a winner.
It's nuts, right? Mm-hmm. And then I've decided...
Also, it's not her shop. It's not coming out of her pocket.
It was and also when she came, and then she went off again. And when she came back, she was chewing gum. She wasn't chewing gum the first time round, but she was chewing gum.
How very casual.
So
I think you got Friday afternoon customer service there. That's what you got.
Songs, right? Okay, we're going to do days of the week. We're going to keep doing days of the week in order with songs until you stop.
Okay.
Monday.
Okay. Ruby Tuesday.
Shitty Wednesday. Hang on. There's a song called Wednesday.
How's it go?
Wednesday.
Okay, you're not going to believe this, but there's also a song called Thursday.
I think we might be going Friday on my mind.
Yeah. Saturday
began the same as other day, but ended up different in many ways. Love was in the air since Saturday, ever loving Saturday. It's the Carpenters. A song about Sunday. Right. So I've
Blazing on a Sunday afternoon.
I think I'm busy.
Manic Monday.
No, we all right.
I think I won.
All right, Ruby Tuesday, but Melanie's version.
Shut up.
Oosh.
Shut up.
Oosh.
Shut.
Oosh up. So I've got some topics. What topics did you bring?
My topic is this: making it work. The times when things have gone completely to sugar around you and you made it work. I have spent the week teaching.
All right, I've got mine now.
Come on, it's teaching in a media college with no internet. And they didn't realise. There you go. That's a skill.
I want to do.
Now you.
I got a great phone in that we probably could have done on talk radio. Men you think that are gay that aren't gay. I'll start. Neil Sedaka.
Yeah, sounds.
We could get away with that.
As the kids would say, sounds a little zesty.
I had one and I didn't write it down, and I had a really good question.
All right,
but I didn't
Can
make
you
a note.
find it? Because we could really do with one.
I didn't write it down, and oh no, it was a really good one and all.
Okay, can you?
Oh.
Can you call me now?
Did you see? Everyone was waiting for the Gallagher brothers to come out and denounce, what do they call it? Displacement surging.
Dynamic pricing.
Everyone was waiting for them to come out and call it out. And have you seen Liam? And I got a soft spot for Liam because I met him once and he was very polite. But have you seen his tweets?
Well, yeah, I think he's quite funny.
But have you seen
I'm related to a lot of Liam types.
But have you seen his tweets about the tickets?
Go on.
Here we go.
Is he surly, perchance?
Let's have a little look. So I screenshotted a couple, right? So here, I can't read my glasses. So he's tweeted, Oasis are back, you're welcome, and I hear their attitude stinks. Good to know some things never change. Then it's got the F word, right? And someone's replied, didn't expect them to rip the fans off as much as they have done. It's genuinely a shame. He's replied, shut up. Oh, you like that?
What did you think he was going to say?
But then he's talked about...
Did you miss the last 30 years?
Then someone said something about, well, these new tickets, are they going to be... They said, yeah, we've only got a handful left and they're £100,000 to get on your knees. And I just... Right, you like it. I think that's...
Listen, it's part of the law.
I think it's horrible.
It's like the same reason people go to them Karen cafes. They do.
But I know, I think it's different, right? I think that, I don't want to go all Nick Ferrari. I think the dynamic pricing is a con,
yeah,
right? Which he's endorsing. And I just think, I don't know, should I not be... You've left the upstairs light on. What are you doing upstairs in my house? I didn't give you permission. There's a toilet over there. There's a bucket round that corner. Did you know?
That's the cat's toilet.
There's a goddamn bucket. Yes, I haven't cleaned it for a week. I live on my own because I never cleaned the bucket. I did have a great phone-in.
Go on.
I'm trying to remember it.
I would go to Oasis for free. I would not pay to... I might pay 50 quid. But I wouldn't pay any more than that because they're just going to stand there, aren't they? They're not
with their cigarettes and alcohol.
Not going to do routines. There's not going to be eras. So I'm out.
But I once spent £400 per ticket for fourth row Prince tickets.
Yeah.
This was when I was earning. Well, it was LBC. It was decent money. So I spent £800 on 2 tickets for Prince, fourth row, and that's the night. It was because he was doing those. The tickets were only 31 quid. All the tickets were 31 quid, apart from mine. And it was where he was doing like 21 nights, and each night, some nights it was greatest hits. Some nights it was gospel. Some nights it was just like funk. He did play a song for 20 minutes that was him going, "Whoa, funky London." But then he sang a song that I knew.
You got half your money back.
He sang a song that I knew called, it was either Little Red Corvette or Raspberry Beret, because they're the only two.
There's definitely some red involved.
There's the only ones I know, right? It might have been, anyway, and we were in the fourth row, right? And I thought, oh, thank God, a song that I know. So I started singing so loudly that he stopped singing and looked at me in the middle of the song, and my girlfriend at the time nudged me and went, oh my God, Iain, you put him off. And he sort of gave me a dirty look, then he carried on singing.
Was it a dirty look or was it just his famous stink face?
Well, either or. I withered. Same thing with Neil Diamond. I was singing Crackling Rosie too loud at the ITV's An Evening with Neil Diamond. Gave me...
You loved it.
There we go. There's your phone in. What famous people have you annoyed? And some of you have probably annoyed me. Oh, that's the alarm.
Oh.
It's Prince! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! It wasn't set to that! That was Prince!
You've annoyed him again!
Oh my God! That was completely random! I swear
From
to God!
beyond the grave.
I swear to God!
The musical stink eye.
I did not set that up! I swear to God!
Wow.
That was Prince!
You were all here. You were all here when it happened.
Gatford said the Mandela effect. That's not what it is. Oh my God! Right.
Stop this now.
So the phone in is, when have you ever? That is weird, right? I swear on my life that was not planned. When have you ever annoyed a celebrity? You can give us a call anytime. You can give us a call anytime and leave a message during the week. 0203 286 6370.
And Prince, if you're up there, give us a ring.
Use the bucket.
Not up there.
Use the bucket. So you can give us a call anytime. I don't answer the phone in the week. It's 0203 286 6370, and you can leave a message. And what else was I going to say?
No, just do that.
No, and give us your money. Go.
We haven't got dynamic pricing. We've got low pricing.
Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. We're going to do another 2 hours of this rubbish.
And unlike the Gallagher brothers, I mean, we will fight, but we won't just stand there. We'll be sitting down.
Right, that's it. Goodbye. I messed up the music.